From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly is back in Washington today, where she will meet with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio amid the looming threat of devastating tariffs on all Canadian goods.
Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly said Monday that she believes diplomacy can still be useful to fend off President Donald Trump's plan to slap Canada with 25% across-the-board tariffs. Those could hit Canada as early as Saturday. Joly already spoke with Marco Rubio by phone last week and described the new Secretary of State as a good interlocutor. Kelly Malone, The Canadian Press, Washington.
A new survey finds 8 in 10 Canadian business leaders want a targeted dollar-for-dollar retaliatory response should U.S. President Donald Trump deliver on his tariff threat this weekend. KPMG and Canada's Joy Knott, a partner in the trade and customs practice at the firm, says the survey indicates business leaders want Canada to stand firm, fight back, and be united. Forecasters are widely expecting the Bank of Canada's first interest rate announcement of the year today will be a 0.25 percentage point cut. Ontario's political party leaders are fanning out across the province today for their first official day on the snowy campaign trail. Progressive Conservative leader Doug Ford triggered this snap election more than a year before the next fixed date, plunging Ontario voters into a rare winter campaign that opposition parties say is unnecessary and opportunistic. But Ford has said he needs a new mandate to deal with U.S. President Donald Trump's new administration and to respond to his threatened tariffs.
But it's all about protecting the people of Ontario.
Ford will launch his campaign in the border city of Windsor, while NDP leader Marit Stiles will be in Toronto's Regent Park neighborhood. Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie will talk healthcare in Barrie, and Green Party leader Mike Schreiner will be at the legislature and then his home riding of Guelph. The family of a Toronto mother and son who died after getting food poisoning at a resort in the Dominican Republic are now suing the hotel and travel companies. The lawsuit alleges Wyndham Hotels, Air Transat Holidays, and a clinic responsible for the resort's medical services were negligent in health and safety protocols as the family fell ill shortly after arriving at a Wyndham resort in December of 2023. The statement of claims says April and Stephen Guggen and their 2 sons became sick just hours after eating at the resort's buffet. The family says a coroner's report in the DR concluded that 41-year-old April and 8-year-old Oliver died from secondary causes related to food poisoning. The allegations made have not been tested in court. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s famous name and populist stances will be put to the test today as he appears before the Republican-controlled U.S. Senate in his first hearings for confirmation to become U.S. President Donald Trump's Health and Human Services Secretary. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, there are 5 games in the NHL tonight, including one in Nashville, where the Vancouver Canucks will look to win their 3rd straight and move back into a playoff spot. Elsewhere, the Toronto Maple Leafs are hoping to snap a 2-game losing skid when they host the Minnesota Wild. Last night, the Washington Capitals smothered the Flames in Calgary 3-1. Kyle Connor scored twice, and the Winnipeg Jets beat Montreal 4-1. Tage Thompson and J.J. Peterka each had 3 goals and an assist as Buffalo whipped Boston 7-2, and Wyatt Johnston scored 3 straight goals, including the overtime winner, as Dallas rallied to edge Vegas 4-3. In the Professional Women's Hockey League, the Montreal Victoire will aim to reclaim the top spot when they entertain the 4th-place Ottawa Charge tonight. The league-leading Minnesota Frost edged the Toronto Scepters 4-3 in a shootout last night. And the Toronto Raptors will be shooting for a 5th straight win tonight when they visit the struggling Washington Wizards. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.